This is how you play the bass part of Greensleeves. It's a set of 16 measures, and so we're going to learn it in groups of 4 measures. The first 4 measures go E minor, step down to D major. Notice in the left hand I'm only playing the 5th so it doesn't get too muddy. Step down to C major, and in the right hand I'm playing the entire triad for a full sound. Step down to B major. That's the first 4 bars. Let's put that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step down to D. Step down to C. Step down to B. The next 4 bars are the exact same until the very end. Starts on E minor again. Steps down to D. Now in this next measure, the 3rd bar, we play C major, and then halfway through, step down to B major, and then back up to E minor. So the only difference is, it shortens the 3rd bar with C, B, and then go back to where you started on E minor. Let's put that second set of bars together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E minor. Step down to D major. And then go to C, then B, back up to E minor. Let's put all 8 together. So the first set of 4 bars, and then the second set of 4 bars, which are nearly identical until the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E minor. Step down to D major. Step down to C major. Step down to B major. Start it again on E minor. Step down to D major. And then quickly C, then B, then back to E minor. The third set of 4 bars is very similar. Instead of starting on E minor, you're going to start on the relative major, 1, 2, 3 half steps up, G major, which has the same key signature. So start on G major, and then we'll continue where we would have stepped down had we started on E minor, D major, then C, then B. So again, it's the exact same thing. It's just you're starting on G instead of E minor. Let's do that third set of 4 bars without stopping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G major, and then jump down to D, step down to C, step down to B. And for the final set of 4 bars, we're going to do the exact same thing again, except the end is going to be a little different, the same way the end was different for the other set. We'll start on G, and then move to D as if we had started on E minor, and then go from C to B, and then full circle back to E minor. Let's start that 4th pattern without the stops. Remember, it's the same as the 3rd one, just the ending goes from C to B, then back to E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G major. Move to D major. And then we go C, then B, and then back to E minor. And then we're ready to repeat the whole thing from the first pattern. So now that we know all 4 patterns, it's really 2 patterns. An E minor pattern, and then a G major pattern. Just naming them for the chords that they start on. Let's do the E minor pattern without stops. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E minor. Step down to D. Step down to C. Step down to B. Do it again. again, starting on E minor. Step down to D. The end is different. Go to C, then B, then E minor. Alright, that's the E minor pattern. Now let's do the G major pattern. So it's the exact same thing, just we're going to use G major instead of E minor. Until the end, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, starting on G major. 1, 2, 3, move to D, step down to C, step down to B, back up again, G major, step down to D. Here's the end. We're going to go C, then B, then E minor. And then we're ready to repeat the whole thing all over again. So now let's put the whole thing together, the E minor pattern with the G major pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, starting on E minor. 4, 5, step down to D, step down to C, step down to B. Do it again, starting on E minor, step down to D. Now here we go, C to B to E minor. Do it again, starting on G, G major, move down to D, step down to C, step down to B. It's a little brighter because it's G major. Move down to D. Then here's the end, C, then B, then E minor. Let's do the whole thing again. E minor, D major, C major, B major. Back to E minor to do it again. D major, then C, B, then E. Do it again with G major instead. Then D major, C major, then B major, G major again, then D. Here's the end, C, B, then back to E minor. Do it again, E minor. Step down to D major, step down to C, step down to B. Do it again, starting back on E minor, then down to D. Then we go C, then B, then E. Now with G major, then move to D, then down to C, then down to B. G major again, G major, move down to D, then we go C, then B, then E. Once you have the chord progression down, you can get creative, kind of like how I did in the middle there. In my left hand, instead of doing block chords, I did the octave with a fifth above the bottom note. And that's what I did every time. So that E minor pattern would look something like this. Play it along with me. Just keep finding the octaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, move down to D, move down to C, move down to B, remember that F sharp. Alright, and then my right hand was just filling in with first inversion chords, so my left hand would go 1, 2, 3, and then both hands would just step down to the next chord. Both hands would step down to the next chord. Every single finger just steps down. And then steps down again. You can start having a little fun with it too. Once you get used to that, you could even do something like whenever I got to G major, I started doing some different rhythms in my right hand. G major pattern. And it's just, I'm doing the entire triad with an octave above. And so when I step down to D major, just to get to there faster so I don't have to, jump all the way down, though you could, I'm using an inversion on D. And here's the inversion on D. I'm keeping that D from the G major chord. So I'm using all inversions except for G major. But you can jump down if you wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to D. Down to C. changing the rhythm of that too. So I'm still finding my octaves, and my 2 finger still finds that 5th above my bottom note, but now I'm doing it in a little bit of a rhythm to give it some variety and interest. Try that bass line with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, ready, play. So if I put those different rhythms together, and then I have a little ending pattern where I do kind of go back to blocked. Because if I'm ending something, I want it to sound like an end, so I'm not going to use broken chords which make it sound like it's going somewhere. Try that block with me. In my right hand, I'm just using the inversions I was using before. Second inversions, and then first inversion for E minor, and just octaves in my left hand. Starting on C major, the quick measure. So C major, then B major, and then E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, ready, C major. And those block chords are a good way to end.